This is Lisa White from Houston, Texas. I am making a couple, hopefully short videos about my walking the Camino de Santiago in Spain. I got home last night, and in my first video that I just made, I talked a little bit about the trip. In this video, I'm going to focus on the luggage that I carried on the trip. So hopefully this will be a short one. I need to figure out how to, and forgive me because I'm not a super good YouTube person, although I have a channel, and I just learned how to use iMovie this morning by Googling it, so by watching a YouTube video. So I'm gonna do my best, but basically I took 3 things I had to remember to carry when I was on the trip and not leave behind. And I had an air tag in each of those things, which is priceless. So, you know, air tag or something like that, put it in your bag, and you're always going to be able to hopefully find it. What we're looking at right now is an Eagle Creek, no matter what, rolling duffel bag. It has the Eagle Creek emblem on the side. And I actually bought this duffel bag for a trip to Africa that I'm going to be taking next year. It's acceptable for the Africa trip because it doesn't have a stiff, it has a handle that's not on there, but it doesn't have a stiff back anywhere. So it doesn't have a handle that pulls out, and that's what Africa requires. But this thing holds a lot. It's also very light. It folds over at the top here, and then it unzips, hold on, from both ends. Maybe not from both ends. Well, it does if you did it right, but anyway, so it unzips. And I had it packed up really, really tight to where, like, these seams right here, I mean, I thought they were gonna tear out. But then it has these, once you have it packed and zipped up, these things that pull over like that and clip, and you can pull them tighter. They really make it so that the bag is squished together, sort of like a compression strap, and I wasn't worried about the seams tearing out. Now I've taken some stuff out of here already, but this stuff on top of that white thing, it was all packed up. But as you can see, I used packing cubes. And I'm 73, I've traveled a lot in my life, and before this month I had never used packing cubes. Doing this trip without packing cubes would have been awful. I mean, they helped so much. I highly recommend them. They were recommended to me by my friend Jan, who invited me on the trip. This bag, and then I'll talk in another video about what that white thing is on the bottom. It's actually comes out. So that's another story all in itself. So, but right now in the sack, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packing cubes, and I had another little one in there plus some other stuff. So this backpack, this duffel bag was really, really great. The other piece of luggage, let's call it, that I carried was this Osprey 20-liter day pack, the Daylight Plus. They have the same pack in an 11-liter pack, and when I first went over to REI to buy a pack, I really had no clue what to get. I've never hiked before. That should be an encouragement to some of you thinking about this who've never hiked. And I was talking to the guy about, why do I need a big pack? What do you even put in it? And then I started rattling off things I might want to put in it, and I thought, oh, okay, I'm gonna get the 20-liter pack. Bought this pack, brought it home, tried to fit all my stuff in it, and it didn't all fit. So I went back and I bought a second pack. It was the 24-liter, I forget the name. It has a male and a female version, and it has little pouches like here that hold stuff with zippers. And then it had a frame on it, and my nephew, who's a big sports guy, had recommended that because the frame keeps the backpack off your back and you don't sweat as much. But that pack didn't work for me. I just couldn't get it to be comfortable. So I stuck with this pack, and I just want to mention this. This isn't specific to the Camino, but where is that other tag? So whenever I travel, I put where's my name? There's my name. I always put 2 tags on all my baggage because those tags can get broken off and then you're in hot water. So this served me very well. It prevented me from carrying too much when I was walking. I'll talk a little bit later in another video about the hydration reservoir for water, but this pack only holds a 2-liter hydration reservoir, so I couldn't overload it too much with water, which makes the pack a lot heavier. And it also just prevented me from over putting stuff in my pack. The patch, Buen Camino, which is very perfectly hand-stitched on by yours truly. Took me a long time. I bought on Amazon before I left, and there's patches all over along the Camino. You can buy a patch there, but I wanted to get the patch and actually sew it onto my pack before I left, so that's what I did. I think I got it on Amazon for like $6.95 or something. The third piece of luggage, if you want to call it that I carried was this Lululemon fanny pack. So I had an air tag in my duffel bag, in my backpack, and in my fanny pack. I had originally named my air tags, like I think I named them Over the Three Monkeys, Hear No Evil, See No Evil. What is it? Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. And but I couldn't tell which one was which, so I renamed them using names. I couldn't figure out how to do custom names, so I used the names that you can choose on the AirTag when you set it up. And so one's called backpack, one's called luggage, and this one was called wallet. It was really good to have those AirTags. I said it earlier, and I can't emphasize enough how useful that was. This pack worked perfectly for me. The reason I have a white pack is because when I first started walking with a pack, I was getting black smudges on the back of all my shirts, and I thought it was from the black belt on my fanny pack. So I thought, well, I better get a white fanny pack. Turns out it was from, and I have to go to REI and talk to them, I believe now, it was from this black thing at the bottom of my pack. That's the only thing I can figure out. But it would smudge it black onto the top layer of clothes at a minimum, sometimes the bottom layer, and it would not come out with OxyClean or bleach, or if it was a white shirt or anything. I mean, it's just there forever. So, but this particular backpack is a 2-liter one. It has a zipper in the back, which goes up against you, which was perfect because that's where I kept my U.S. passport and my money. And then inside it has one big pocket and 2 small pockets. So it basically carried everything I needed to have handy at a moment's notice as I was walking. And I never had to stop and take my backpack off my back and get something out that I needed quickly. So those are the 3 things that I carried, with one additional item. So the additional item that I carried was my phone. And I carried my phone in a bandolier case. I don't know if you've heard of bandolier. I think the website is bandolierstyle.com. And this is my red bandolier case. It has a little purse and a little thing for your AirPods and a strap. But I didn't take this part of it with me because I had the fanny pack. So what I did before I left was I bought a thicker strap, because this thin strap sometimes is just too thin and kind of rubs against your neck. I bought this thicker strap, and you can buy similar, not as expensive straps like this on Amazon, phone straps, to carry your phone around your neck. And obviously the phone's not in here because I'm making this video with it, but the phone goes in here, and then on the back has a little thing for credit cards, driver's license, but it was the perfect size for almost, except one hotel that had these huge room keys. I could put my hotel room key in there. And I never went anywhere without my phone. And I always had it around my neck. And as I was walking, I could tuck it down in behind my fanny pack so it wasn't flying around and hanging around down there. And it just worked perfectly. I never lost my phone, never wondered where it was, never left it anywhere. It was always hanging around my neck. So that was a great thing. So I was very happy with what I decided to do between the duffel, the backpack or the day pack, the fanny pack, and my bandolier, phone case, and phone strap. And that's the end of the video about luggage and baggage and what I carried.